Hey everyone, Genome here, coming at you with the next episode in my comic book cover of the week series. So this series kind of takes a look back at covers that I think bear mentioning. They may not be the most epic things ever devised by artists, but I always find something really interesting in every one of them that I pick. So it's time to bring some maybe unknown gems out there to the public. So for this next one, I'm going to go with kind of a nondescript book from a fairly obscure run. And it's not exactly a mystery since it's right behind me. We're going back to 1985, and this is the miniseries The Thing. Well, not really miniseries, it's kind of like a maxi series that went on for, I don't know, 30 or 40 issues, was it? I can't remember. It was a little while. And it's written by John Byrne, so it was a really interesting little mini for those who have, if they've never read it before. Just real briefly, it's Ben Grimm, or the events take place directly after the events of Secret Wars 1. And Ben Grimm decides to remain on Battleworld. He's the only person who stays behind because on Battleworld, he can become human again. He's no longer a monster. He's just Ben Grimm again when he wants to be. So it sets up for a lot of almost like Conan-ish, is that a word now? Patent pending. Adventures for Ben / the Thing as he travels through this strange realm where all kinds of weird things happen, and this is one of the great examples of it. And he gets in adventures, and sometimes has to use the Thing's brawn, and sometimes uses Ben Grimm's wits and all that to get through. So, but interesting series, and it really helps take a look and flesh out the character of Ben Grimm, and see him as kind of the tragic hero that he is, just because of his appearance and what happened to him. Because those dastardly cosmic rays. But anyway, it's enough about that. Let's talk about the book. So I'm choosing The Thing number 19. This is cover art by Ron Wilson and Joe Sinnott. And I think there's a lot of really cool stuff happening in this cover. For one thing, I really dig this twilight color they use in the background, this off purple, bluish purple background. Makes the trade dress really pop, and and Ben really pops on there. But it's got cool force to it. The Grim Reaper with his chariot or his stagecoach pulled by the two steeds. They are not deathly steeds, though, but he's quite deathly. Look at that Grim Reaper there. But let's go into a little bit why I like this one, outside of just the color palette. It does something interesting you don't often see in comic book covers, and it shows the back of the character. It's really weird to get the rear profile shot like that, right? And also of note is the completely forward profiles of like the horses and stuff. So that makes it kind of difficult to draw. Usually with these kind of a lot of animal heads, you'll see kind of a little bit of at least a shift to the side profile, just because I think it makes it easier to draw. But this one, it's straight on, and it's really effective. The way it's done here. So I like the way Ron did that and his choices. He also made the horse necks really big and thick, and that's how they are in real life. Anyone who's ever been around horses knows this. I mean, it's got this tiny little castle in the background, this gothic-looking castle, and I don't know, I think it's just such a cool little book, and it's aptly named Nightmares. A lot of cool stuff happened in this one, by the way. And they named through a little chat bubble up here too, like to go my way a little bit. But I don't know, I just think it works, man. Plus this like the invisible flag up here, whatever, it's got no background. So basically, you got like another mini thing running around through this night sky, which I think looks kind of cool too.
Hey, could it be any more orange?
But I don't know. I dig covers like this, man. Unpretentious. It gets to the point, but it's done with a lot of quality and just a lot of interesting things going on here. You even got little details like the dust behind the carriage and all that. Like he does it underneath when he could have just copped out and not bothered with that little detail. So I really like things like that. It's got, of course, got all the whoosh lines and all that. But I think it's just a really cool book from a really cool series. And of course, it's my job to highlight that which needs highlighting. And I think this one is one of the better ones. Most of the series actually had really solid covers and good solid art within, and of course, good solid writing. Can I say good solid any more times? Only got paid for it. But anyway, that's my selection for the week. So that is, once again, Thing number 19. It's a 60-center book written by John Byrne, and the cover artist is Ron Wilson and Joe Sinnott. check it out for yourself if you haven't. I don't think any of these really cost that much, and I would pick up the series not so much just for collecting, but just for reading, because it was really interesting, and it gives you a new appreciation for the travails of one Benjamin Grimm. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more comic book covers, music reviews, movie reviews. You know how it is. If I can review it, I will do it. So until next time, this is Genome, just loving him some Ben Grimm and The Haunting Within.